Hi.
Hey, everybody. Hi,
Hi,
Simone.
how are you?
Great. How are you?
Good, good.
That's good to hear.
Ready for another good night.
Good. Hi, Suzanne.
Hello.
Hey, little ones.
Hi.
Satsune and Bliss. Hi.
They were very interested when they found out their mom was going to be on the class.
She's going to do great. We're excited to hear from her.
Yes.
Let's see. Barbara, hello. Deb. Hi, Elise. Your hair looks fabulous. Nikki, hi. I think we'll give it 2 or 3 more minutes and then we'll get started. Has anybody used a lot more cheer today than usual? It was a good reminder for me. I was like, I think I need more of this. It felt good to use more of that today. If anybody feels like putting an oil on right now, you're welcome to. I always keep in my office drawer. I keep cheer and motivate when I don't want to work. Keep those in my office drawer, past tense, always. And my latest favorite is Citrus Bloom. I'm like,
Oh, Citrus Bloom needs to be a permanent product. Oh, I gave one to my little daughter-in-law because their baby's been in the NICU for 6 weeks. But I'm like, oh, do you understand the gold that I am giving you right this very minute? I know she uses it every day, so it's good, but
is so happy.
I'm really good at giving oils, but oh, yeah.
That was hard to part with.
I knew I had another one in the cupboard, so it was going to be okay, but yes.
That is real love. It's
Cheer
something
with,
so precious.
yes.
True.
Cheer with peppermint. That's my fave right now. I
Mm.
needed a major kick in the butt today, and I always have peppermint at my desk, and I did cheer and whew, yeah.
That
That'll
sounds
get
yummy
you,
and like
that'll get you on task.
keep you awake, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to start switching some things over here, Elise, so that you can get started. All right, Elise, you are set to go, and it looks like Alicia's here, so yay, happy to see you.
Yeah. Okay, so you want me to go?
Go for it.
Is that what
Go
we're
fight,
doing?
win.
Okay, so I am your Vanna White tonight. I'm your hostess, and Alicia is going to be teaching the amazing class. And I have known who Alicia is mostly because her daughter dances hip hop, and I follow her on Instagram. But she's a registered nurse. She's worked hospice and NICU, 2 things that I am very endeared to. I've been able to work with hospice nurses, with family, and I have a grandson who's on week 7 in the NICU. So my heart goes out to you and the things that those people do. She is super holistic, and doTERRA has just completely changed her life in that aspect. She's the mother of 4 children and is just a super fun, bubbly person to be with. She's got a magnetic energy, and she is going to be an amazing teacher tonight as you guys learn so much more about skincare. Like, look at her skin. Hello. She obviously knows what she's talking about, right? So take it away, Alicia. We're excited to learn.
Okay,
Let me see if I can share this screen here. Hey, Chelsea, can you hear me? Sorry.
You're totally good. Is it letting you share your screen okay? No. Shoot, I hope that's not my fault. No, host has disabled attendee screen sharing. That's so Chelsea will have to fix something maybe.
Can you hear me talk?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. She says she's coming. Sorry. We love technology, right?
Right.
Awesome. Except when it's not working.
It's awesome except when it's not awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
But right, it's your daughter that does like the amazing
Yeah.
dancing and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I must follow you. I think I follow you on Instagram. And and my daughters have danced. I coached a dance team. And so, yeah, anyway, I just like.
Fun. It's such a great thing to have a talent. It's fun to watch because I don't dance. So, yeah. Okay. Maybe.
Right, are we good?
You should be host now. I am so sorry. I had to go get the Facebook Live started and came back to a blank screen and had to hop back on the recording. So here we are. Is it you? Are you good now? You're the host now, so.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Getting there. Okay. Does that work? Sorry, I can't see anything. Can you see the slide?
Yep, it looks perfect. It looks great.
Okay, awesome. Hi, everybody. So my name is Alicia. I am from Salt Lake City, and I moved to Las Vegas a few years ago with my family. And I have, doTERRA came into my life right when I was finishing nursing school. So that was really a huge transition to my family and both things. And so it's kind of cool because I've had, two of my last babies using oils and they don't know anything different. So it's interesting when they are around other people that don't know about oils. They're just kind of like, what? Duh, oils. So it's awesome. So I hope that you guys are all using oils and, skincare is something that I never really cared much about. I'm not going to lie. I have been blessed with pretty good genetics. However, I've also been blessed with genetics that cause a lot of scary illnesses and disease. And through learning about holistic wellness and health, I have learned that nutrition is super important, and the things that you put on your skin are important, but more importantly, the way that you live your life. And so I have tried to learn more about those things, and this is just one of the tip of the iceberg of all of the products that doTERRA can do. So I'm really excited about this. doTERRA has a lot of different categories. They're really trying to take over your whole home. I would say 12 or 15 different categories of all the products that they use, but I think they shine in about 4. Digestion, pain, green cleaning, and then skincare. When I was a little girl, I remember my mom always washing her face. She's so routine. And I would just watch, like, gosh, she brushes her teeth, washes her face every single night. She used Neutrogena or, I don't know, all kinds of different things, but she always has done that. And so, of course, I wasn't really good at doing that. And so I've tried to really be a lot better with that. And I think that as a society, we definitely do fear disease, and our skin is very important because it's a way that our body can filter disease and toxins. So we want to make sure that our skin is in optimal shape. And the truth is, it can be kind of overwhelming, but we try to really make it as possible, because when we know better, we can do better. So understanding your skin. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper so that you can keep notes or just ideas, anything that comes to mind about this. And you can write down the things that you may have specific concerns or things that you'd like to improve upon. It's important that we love the skin that we're in. And because that we have so many, the skincare industry, the beauty industry is so overwhelming. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry for sure. Those things are definitely not regulated. So we don't always know what products, packaging is just pretty on the outside, but what's inside can be really dangerous. So we really want to be careful what we put on our skin. What are some things that you love about your skin? And maybe what are some things that you'd like to improve? Those are kind of maybe two categories that you can think about while we're going through all of this. So let's first talk about some common skin issues that people deal with. Redness is one of them. It comes from a variety of things, but most redness that we notice is actually rooted in inflammation. A great product for redness is the Yarrow Palm blend. It's a blend of the yarrow essential oil. It's cold pressed pomegranate seed oil. So this can actually be applied topically to help revitalize aging skin. It also helps to reduce the appearance of blemishes. You can take it internally for support and inflammation response, and it also promotes healthy metabolic function. This is actually something that I do every night and sometimes in the morning too. I put it right on my face and then sometimes I use it internally, but definitely it's a daily routine for me. Correct-X, that's the one in the tube that's white. This is also just a great one. I carry one with me for sure. It's a blend of frankincense, helichrysum, tea tree, cedarwood, and lavender. So one product that's comparable, I guess, in the category would be Neosporin that we're more familiar with. Neosporin has a lot of chemicals in it that aren't safe for you, especially petroleum. This is going to help skin irritations. It's petroleum-free and preservative-free. I carry one with me all the time, and then I actually put it in my wallet because I don't always carry my purse, and my kids always fall down, and so do I. So it's great to have. It doesn't have anything, any chemicals in it, so that's important, and it doesn't hurt when you put it on. It's also important that we know how much to use of these products. A little goes a long way for sure. Frankincense is great. It's invigorating for the skin. It also helps reduce inflammation. Inflammation is a huge thing, and it's one of the big things that we're going to talk about when it comes to skin. Helichrysum is the little one in the center. It's known as the everlasting flower. It has several rejuvenating benefits for the skin, and it has an ability to improve the complexion. It regenerates skin tissue. It also helps with scarring and redness. It's going to promote a glowing, youthful complexion.
Alicia?
Yes.
There is a question in the chat that you may have an answer to. It looks like Elise shared an answer to it, but do you know if Yarrow Palm helps with red cheeks? Red cheeks, maybe like rosacea. I don't know. Are you saying red cheeks to be discreet? Probably. Okay, good job. And how would you use it after or before or with moisturizer? It looks like Elise uses it first and then moisturizer. Is that right? Yeah. But any other thoughts on that, Alicia?
So I would say Yarrow Palm helps the majority for like pigment, so like dark circles. It's great for redness. Frankincense and helichrysum is probably more of the one for, the red cheeks. So that I have to say, the root cause of the red cheeks is probably something dietary for sure. So, maybe look into that. Definitely. So
thank you.
Yeah. So here's some common some skin issues. Scarring is just, oh man, that's a lifelong thing. You know, when you get a scar, that is something that you get to see forever. Scarring, you can have lots of different shades of scarring. I know with, fairer pigmented skin, sometimes you scar red. My family, we have darker skin, and so we pigment our scarring's really dark. Scars usually fade over time. Most people have scars. Typically, if you have darker pigmented skin, that scar tissue can build up and have a raised surface, and it's called a keloid, and they're really ugly. So if you ever have ridden a bike or have acne, your kids get cuts, most of you want to minimize that color over time and speed up the healing process as fast as possible. Another great oil for scarring is geranium. This one's going to help rejuvenate tissue and skin tone. Yarrow palm is another one that's great. It also is good to inhibit enzymes and break down the elasticity of the collagen to promote collagen production and cellular repair. This is a great duo. Frankincense Touch is a great one. So that's kind of like the oil. This one has diluted with coconut oil. So it's just a different application that you would use it for. Frankincense Touch, this one is one that I use. Another one that I use every day. I keep it in my bathroom designated so nobody else can use it because I put it on my face. So I definitely don't want, my husband to rub it on his feet and then I put it on my face. So that is mine. You can roll it right on your eyes, around your face. It's very gentle, doesn't hurt the skin at all. I've also used that on my newborn babies. All of them, just, brand new, just great. Then neroli, on the right, it's used to soothe the skin. It's also antimicrobial. This one is going to help reduce inflammation. It's a powerful healer. It smells so yummy. It's like a soft flower. It also helps with healing benefits in it being antifungal. So let's talk about breakouts. Breakouts. This one, teenagers and adults, this kind of affects anybody and everybody. I get breakouts, randomly. I know that if I kind of go off and eat a lot of yucky food that's good for you but tastes yummy, I definitely can tell that I have by what my skin looks like. Also that time of the month. So it also can be related to food sensitivities and hormone imbalances and also bacteria. So tea tree oil, some of us know it as Melaleuca, and we changed the name to tea tree. That's the scientific plant name for it. But doTERRA did this, I think, just to kind of universalize and make it a little bit more simple. A lot of people didn't know what tea tree oil was. In the tea tree family, there's about 9 different species of Melaleuca, and this one is incredible for antifungus. It's also anti-inflammatory, so it helps with acne lesions. Melaleuca is one of my top oils. I definitely use this every day. I use it as an astringent a couple of different ways. I put it straight on the skin, and then I keep a spray bottle with me with lavender. It's like an owie spray, and then I also keep one in the shower. So I'll wash my face, and then I'll put a little bit of water, maybe a cotton ball, and then I just use it all over my face, down my chest. I actually scrub my armpits with it after the shower. So I just feel it like cleaning all the yuck out. It feels really invigorating. And it's also a great cleanser. It comes in a roller ball also that's diluted. So it's a Melaleuca Tea Tree Touch oil. And it's a lot easier to use it that way. You can also use just a drop that comes out a little bit, goes a long way. And if you look up, doTERRA blends or recipes on Pinterest, there's a plethora of things that you can use this for. This summer, kids are swimming and all of that, then you get, at nighttime their ear is hurting. So a lot of times I'll put it on their ears before we go swimming, or even after, with a little bit of cotton, just to kind of help the ear, how it gets plugged up with swimming pool water. So HD Clear, that used to be called Clear Skin. You can apply this right to your pimples or acne. It does help the skin. It reduces inflammation. This contains black cumin, hoe wood, tea tree oil, and Litzia, eucalyptus, and geranium. Now, this does not come diluted, so you're going to want to dilute this one because it's pretty strong. A little goes a long way. I love the smell. It is the cleanest smell. I love it just for the smell. It also feels really, really, it's very strong. So, like I said, a drop. You can just kind of dab it on the palm of your hand. That's what I do. And then I use, coconut oil, and then I just put it all over my face. Rose Touch. This one is just gorgeous. If you don't have this oil, it's a really wonderful one to have for old scars, it's just great for skin. All ages of skin. It's not just for acne, but really any skin problems. So that rosacea, the redness that you're talking about, just sensitive skin. If you've been out in the sun, I got a sunburn yesterday. I try not to, but I did get one yesterday. So that's one that I'm using for that. It calms the skin. It protects the skin from moisture loss. And it also helps with bacteria and just rejuvenating effects of the skin. It's one of the strongest ones strongest plant pharmaceutical oil for that. So let's go on to the next one. Brown spots. These are so annoying. Mine got worse after each child. I don't know about you, but hormones definitely affect all that stuff. It's so, it's something that you can be self-conscious about. I'm not going to lie, I use lots of makeup, but sometimes I don't want to, and I am a little bit self-conscious about brown spots. So it can be caused for several different reasons. Sun exposure, aging, like I said, hormonal pigmentation. So, simply just aging alone, I swear, your skin just can change overnight. So this one definitely hits home for me. Frankincense is a great tissue for tissue repair, and it actually helps with lightening the skin and helping with discoloration. Again, frankincense can come in the 15 ml roller bottle, or you can use the roller ball touch. So that one is diluted. Lavender is one of the Swiss Army knives for oils. It's another daily use for me and my kids and my family. It's all things skin. It's calming. It helps support healing and maintaining healthy skin tissue. And then sandalwood, the little one, is great for promoting regeneration along with toning the skin. Black spruce is a newer oil, and that's a great one to have to get familiar with. It is great for after you wash your face, just to help tighten all of the, kind of like a toner, I guess you can say. It's an alternative for the tea tree oil. I usually put like a cotton ball with some toner on it. I wipe it all over my face, and then chest and armpits too. It's just another thing to just, cleanse. I'm in the transition of using healthier deodorants, and that is definitely a transition. You cannot just do that overnight. I have tried, and you smell crazy. So one way to kind of help transition from chemical deodorants to more natural deodorants is that you want to clean out the lymph nodes and your armpits, and that's a good way to do it through those pores. Another thing that I like to do is I align the my lip, and I use this because I get brownness around my lips, so I use that's a newer one that I've really liked so far. So you can also use that internally too. So last but not least, we're going to talk about aging. And I know any of you are here getting older. We're all getting older every second, right? We're sitting here and we'll pretty much already think that you found the fountain of youth, but this little recipe right here is a great combo. This one's going to be evident for fine lines, wrinkles, loose skin, and the goal is to age more acely because we can't stop it. So let's just slow down the clock. this helps support the process. So one good thing for this is the Immortelle. This one is going to last you a really long time. It has the finest oils in that. Now, some of the roller balls are diluted. You can look on the label. So this one definitely is not diluted. So a little tiny bit goes a long way. It's very powerful oil, so I like to dilute it for making it go further, but also so that it's not so strong for my skin. I have very sensitive skin. This one is great to restore the tone of your skin. This blend has frankincense resin, Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, and myrrh resin, and then helichrysum also. So basically all of these oils we've talked about, already, but this one is great combination. Like I said, you don't have to dilute that. You do have to dilute that one. Sorry, you do want to dilute that. So let's see.
Alicia?
Yeah.
Just quick question about black spruce. Do you use that on your underarms to help with your transition of deodorant
Yes.
shifting? Okay, cool.
You do it for the purpose of what the oil is for, not the smell. It doesn't smell bad, but some of the oils we use them just for more for aroma purposes. But this one is just like Melaleuca you wouldn't use as a perfume. That's one of them. But it's great for what it does, definitely.
Very cool.
Yeah. So neroli is another one that's coming up again. It's not only good for scars, but it's also great for regeneration. In the beginning, when this came out at convention, I was using it just as like a perfume, putting it on my wrists and then behind my ears, kind of pulse points. But later, I found out how good it is for the skin, actually. So it's an anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antiseptic, actually. So it keeps the skin super healthy, looking younger. And one of my favorites to use this along with this is myrrh. This one's really thick, so if you can get a little dropper bottle to bring, suck up the oil, it's going to be a lot easier for you. Otherwise, you'll wait for an eternity trying to make that drip out. It promotes, so myrrh is one that promotes wound healing. So in the neonatal world, for my babies, I use that on their umbilical cord as soon, to kind of help dry that out, to help that heal right after being born. So that was great. It helps reduce inflammation. A lot of these reduce inflammation, but just in different ways. So this is one that's also great for the gums and helping preserve that tissue. Taking care of your oral health is really important. So we've got to make sure we do that. I like to add a drop to my On Guard toothpaste when I brush my teeth. It doesn't taste that great, but it's an acquired taste. And knowing, some of the oils, they are an acquired flavor, smell, scent, taste. But when you know the reasons that you're using them and the purpose and how it's just supporting the body, it doesn't matter. So some of the oils that I just thought were just nasty smelling, my body just was so in a place of, dysfunction, that as my body started to heal itself, I have craved those oils. So it's interesting how you can transition that way. So frankincense is another one that's great for age spots, for scars, for redness, all those things, everything anti-aging. Pretty much, I guess the old saying is, when in doubt, frank it out. So that's, one you're going to grab. That's one that's great for that. Okay, so essential skincare. With skin, like I said, it can be kind of overwhelming. But the challenging question is, the skin is the protective layer for all of our organs, our whole entire body. So it's really a high priority. A big question that I've had, and a question you can ask, is why does a disease take root? We all know that people live a healthy life, and then those where a disease has taken over and won. And what happened there? Where did something go off? When did they go down another route? the truth is everybody has a tipping point where your body can teeter-totter in a direction of health or illness. And there's a point where your body just can't handle it anymore or bounce back from it. And it becomes too late, a type of boiling point. And our body tips in the favor of the new disease, which can be malfunction and obesity. The tipping point will tip in the area of any different illness. We know many different illnesses, and genetics do play a big part of it, but our lifestyle, can really change that path. I do get a lot of compliments on my skin, and it is genetic. I can't take all the credit for it, but as I've gotten older and learned about things, I ate terribly. I used to eat just all carbs and sugar. I didn't know about food. I didn't know that was important, other than just, counting calories. Another thing is the products that we use on our skin, being careful of harmful chemicals and scents and cleaning products, or, right now with all this craziness that's going on, I have to use lots of chemicals. I have to in my job. I work in an operating room. I work in a newborn ICU, and we have to use very strong chemicals. So I do the best I can. I am upping my game for sure, because I don't want my body's powerful ability to heal itself altered because of chemicals entering my body. So I'm hoping that I'm doing my best to make that difference. But the ironic thing is, like I said, genetics does play a big part of it, but, another part of my genetics is a lot of scary illnesses and diseases that I don't want. So you do have the ability to change that if you take control and start today. So over the past 10 years of using doTERRA and products, there's just so much to learn, and it can be overwhelming, but just starting somewhere is going to help you so much, and it becomes fun, and then it's addicting to learn about this, especially as your body, it starts to respond in a positive way. So decreasing toxic load is really important. Eating healthy it's just not everything. You can't possibly eat everything that you need, all of the minerals and vitamins. Even if you tried, you can't. It's just impossible. And what we eat doesn't always mean that our body's absorbing all of that. So it's vital to take action from the inside out. Okay, so healing, protecting, and revitalizing your skin is great, but 80% of what's going on is inside our bodies, and it manifests through the skin. So a few things that I like to take on a daily basis, as well as my family, is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. We like to call this the LLV. You'll see LLV. You'll see that nicknamed all the time. This represents a type of synergy of nature and science, using a full spectrum of ingredients and the latest formulation methods to ensure peak bioavailability in essential nutrients and metabolic factors. So there are people that design this that are scientists, doctors, brilliant people that are formulating these. It's not just some random little recipe. So you can be rest assured that they're safe and very, very effective. I can tell you, I used to think vitamins were stupid, and I would just gag and hate it, and I'd burp them up, and it's just disgusting. And I can tell you, I don't have that problem with these. I take them every single day, and when I don't, I snap, crackle, pop, and I can tell for sure. So these are foundational for all skin issues. The earlier question about the redness in the skin, it is dietary, but it's also from the inside out. It's telling you something. If your skin's acting a certain type of way, it's its way of like a billboard of saying, hey, something's off, something's wrong, something's out of balance. So I'm going to give you pimples, I'm going to give you zits, I'm going to make you red and whatever until you pay attention and fix it. Because your body is designed to work. It knows what to do. It's the most brilliant computer, more brilliant than any technology can ever be. So we have to do our best to try to give it what it needs, and it will work. These are foundational for all great skin. It's going to help feed the skin's nutrition, fill in the gaps where diet's not providing. So this Lifelong Vitality is going to give you 12 servings of fruit and vegetables per day, and you can split that up wherever you want to. And they're really small, so my kids are learning to swallow things like that, although they can swallow a whole hot dog, but they gag on a vitamin, but we're working towards it. They also have a kids version too. So we can't replace a pill with great food. It comes in combination. So let's see, like I said, basically the foundation of skin is nutritionally based. I'm not going to go through all, naming all of these. This is just a simplified version of this, but there's a lot of zinc, vitamins, minerals, niacin, riboflavin, and those are all wonderful for your skin. I have noticed, I've been using these for years. Like I said, half the time I remember, half the time I don't. Half the time I'm up all night working night shifts, half the time I'm day shifts. My schedule is the craziest schedule. So I have done many experiments, even going on vacation, not taking this. So it's not just a coinkydink. I know for sure. I have done my own little studies with these, and I can tell you that when I take them consistently, I am sleeping better. I have less pain. I have more energy. My moods are more balanced. I don't have dandruff. I don't itch. I don't have little red dots on my arms. Lots of things. I sleep much better. My skin looks and feels better. So the great thing is the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality is like the most important thing you can start with. It really is. The topical things are great. It's icing on the cake, but this is key. It is most important. The great thing is they have so much faith in this that you can use them for 30 days. And if you don't like or feel like it did anything, doTERRA will give you your money back. So no, you won't, but that gives you a lot of confidence to use that opportunities. So yeah. Okay. And then some additional internal support is Yarrow Palm capsules. I actually reorder these. I use them all up, but I didn't really know what they were for, and I got them with a convention kit. Chelsea told me this. I started taking them at night, so when you're sleeping, your skin just rejuvenates. So I'm really excited about these. They're amazing. They're great for collagen repair and youthful appearance. They're going to provide powerful antioxidants in supporting the skin. It really helps with just a healthy glow from the inside out. It's got yarrow in it that helps with skin healing, and it's a healing accelerator. Also has pomegranate oil, which is superior for moisturizing ability. It has celery seed, which is detoxifying, and it helps to clean the blood. Frankincense also lifts and slows the signs of aging and skin repair and damage. Also helps with skin cell renewal and nourishes and restores. There's also turmeric oil, which reduces the hyperpigmentation, and then Melissa, which tightens and hydrates the skin. It also repairs elasticity and helps with overcome sensitive skin. And I had no idea. That's really cool because I definitely need that. There's grapeseed extract in it that helps with cellular repair and also helps to reverse and reduce aging. There's also zinc citrate, which helps to vital to collagen formation and healthy skin development. There's also vitamin C, which helps with UV damage and helps even your skin tone. There's also melon extract, which helps extremely for the hydrating and promoting radiance for the skin. And this is just awesome. I can't believe all this in one little capsule, seriously. I'm so glad I've got all these, and I'm definitely going to be using them regularly. I'm excited to see what, what effects you guys have when you get to use these monthly. I just do them at night now, so much easier. Terrazyme, this is a great one. It's sort of the chimney sweep. So we have different channels of elimination. We have our blood, we have our respiratory system, we have our skin, we have our bowels, and we have our kidneys. So this one helps to like I said before, how your body, you can be eating all the spinach that you want, but you don't know if your body's actually absorbing it. That's what this helps to do. So Terrazyme is, they're just digestive enzymes. Again, I take these like if we kind of go on a food binge or we're on vacation, I'm trying to eat healthier on trips, but sometimes it's hard. This one really helps with that. I know lots of people that have stomach issues, irritable bowel, colitis, just food sensitivities, and this one's really important to take. You can use it with the Lifelong Vitality or just taking them, before you're ready to go to a buffet or eat a hot dog, something like that. And then also, I know lots of people that have shared their experience. I know Chelsea uses those like Skittles, with different meals and stuff like that. And you just put them in a little dish. I have a little dish like this. Just put them in there with a handful, after dinner. Okay, not a handful. You take some and pass them to your family in a handful. So yeah. Every time I'm bloated, I definitely take these. I love those. Enzymes play a critical role in healing and also reproductive purposes. They're necessary for breathing, thinking, immune function, hormone regulation, detoxifying, and 1,000 other biochemical functions of the body. Your body can't function without the proper enzymes. So we got to make sure that we continue to support our body. It's also recommended to take these with every meal to help just digest your food. Another nutrient, you can convert them. Another thing that it does is it converts the cells into energy for our body. So it works kind of like a Pac-Man, I guess you could say. It eats up all of the yeast and undigested food that your body doesn't need, and it helps them more being available to the other cells in your body, and then you can just digest and eliminate those out. Production of metabolic enzymes that actually contains Terrazyme. There's a tummy tamer blend in there, peppermint, ginger, caraway seed, so it's gentle on digestion. So that's also great. So PB is this, probiotics. Anytime you've had an antibiotic, it happens. Sometimes we have to do that. We can have some not so fun effects after antibiotics, where yeast can form and take over and cause all kinds of just annoying, yucky things. So probiotics are super important. We need to be preparing our body and arming our body for the germs and things that are in the environment, especially with this pandemic that's going on. So taking probiotics daily are really, really, really good idea. There's a prebiotic fiber in this 6-strain probiotic organism. I wish I had one with me. I'd show you. They're also awesome. They're double layered. So the first one digests in the stomach acid. So it's a pill within a pill. And the first one is clear, and that melts and is absorbed into the stomach. And the second one is green, and that's where all of the live enzymes are. And the probiotics are in there to digest and be absorbed into the intestines and the gut. So they're time released, which is unique to doTERRA, and it's unique. I don't think any other companies have those, so that's really cool. It's going to help protect the intestines and designed to be very sensitive. And it gets to where it needs to go. I encourage, this is like encourageable friendly bacteria that we can take to help balance the bad bacteria, good bacteria, and promote it to help grow back when we've taken antibiotics. So we do want good bacteria and not bad bacteria, and that helps to bring that back into balance. Okay, so let's see. The next one is the absorption of food, metabolism and absorption of food. Last but not least, water. So important. I have to really remind myself to drink water. I'm not a natural water drinker, so it is so important to drink water for hydration, function, healthy bowel, gut, skin, everything. We know that. So something that I do to try to make it a little bit funner is I squeeze a little bit of lemon juice from a lemon, and then I add different oils in there to help detox, sometimes grapefruit, any of the citrus oils. I'm trying to limit and cleanse refined sugars in my diet. So one that I like to add to water is cassia oil. It's in the cinnamon family. It's super yummy. It's strangely sweet, actually. So I add that in my water. It's so yummy. You should try it. It's awesome. So an easy math is if you want to be drinking half of your body weight in ounces a day, that's kind of crazy math. So for instance, if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to drink 75 ounces of water. One way to just wake up, so this is my bedroom. Hello, welcome to my bedroom. I started using these aluminum bottles. It's best to be adding oils to these because it's safer. It doesn't disintegrate the plastic. Plastic is a fake product, and so oils, their job is to disintegrate things that are fake. And so if you have plastic, it'll eat a hole through the plastic. So one thing that I do is I try to go to bed with ice water every night and drink it through the night, but also wake up and just guzzle water. And I swear, I just feel like every cell just wakes up and turns on. It's just drinking water first thing in the morning. It just is so great for your metabolism. Citrus oils are really great for your mood and elevating your mood. So that's something that you can do. My kids kind of have different favorite ones that they like. It also helps the water taste. It's sort of an essence. It's not super strong either. It's a gentle detox too. It helps with so many different benefits. So add it to glass or a steel container for sure. So yes. Okay. Choosing a skincare line. doTERRA has a few different skincare lines. Anybody can use any of them, but they are in a few different categories. So this is one of the 3 categories of skincare lines. It's called the Virage. It has all natural ingredients. There are 4 products in this line. One is a cleanser, one is a toner, a serum, and a moisturizer. It's all plant-based, and it has the cleanest ingredients. I love the packaging. Gold and turquoise are my favorite. I love those. They're so clean you could actually eat them. Don't eat them, but you could. Any of doTERRA's products you could actually eat. That's kind of crazy. It's cool. And this one is definitely great for all ages. So let's see, the next one is the HD Clear line. This one's more of the adolescent age. I use these. I love them too. HD Clear is another one. It's kind of geared towards the teenage or acne prone stage. This one has 3 products. There's a cleanser, HD Clear oil, and remember that one is not diluted, so a little goes a long way with that one. And then a moisturizer. And this one the moisturizer is so good. I absolutely love that one. The foaming cleanser on the right, it's really powerful, but it doesn't strip your face of any of its natural oils. The HD Clear, it's such a fresh scent. I absolutely love the smell. You could also use it as a deodorant when you're kind of cleansing through that process of leaning towards healthier deodorants. If you have sensitive skin, like I said, please dilute it because it's very, very strong and it will make them last longer too. Let's see. Okay. And last but not least in the skincare line, this is the Essential Skincare line. It has the most products, has 8 products. So the cleanser, scrub, a toner, an eye cream, a brightening serum, a tightening serum, everyday moisturizer, and a hydrating cream. So this one's geared towards aging skin. So anybody who needs to soak up the moisture or lives in the desert like me, and you live, definitely if you live in a dry climate, as you get older, your skin starts to lose the elasticity. So you want to add as many products that are geared towards moisturizing as you can. This one's great. I use this one every single day. This tall, skinny one on the right is the eye roller. And it's great for fine lines around the eyes and then also fine lines around the lips too. The brightening gel is great. It helps with the dark spots. I really like that one for sure. Okay, so now if you guys are wondering how to get your LRP, this is the points. This is just an example of like what your monthly wellness box could be, and how you can get the free oil of the month. That changes every single month. So a suggestion would be the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Starting with that is a great idea. And then the Terrazyme. What's really cool about this is if you get the Lifelong Vitality Pack, it has a list of different supplements that you can add on for just $20. So those are ones that are a great idea. And then trying the Virage face set, that would be about $200. It'll equal about 150 PV point value. And then that would qualify you for the free oil of the month, which changes. So over 12 months, you get so many cool oils that you might not have ever tried. If you do the $125 LRP before the 15th of the oil, that's the process that qualifies you for the free product of the month. So like I said, that one changes. So yeah, that's skincare in a box.
Oh, that's super awesome, Alicia. Like, you covered a lot of things and so many good tips, and there's so much out there, right? Like, the only face we got to do the best we can with it, even though we abused it through our teenage years. And I remember thinking, I'll probably always look like my wedding pictures. Like, who gets old like that? Like, I totally got this. And yeah, it didn't work out so well.
You can just face Photoshop, right? Just kidding.
There we go. That's right. Oh, for sure. So, okay, Chelsea's got your code word in there. And I think, are we ready to wrap things up? Chelsea, is that what I'm going to do next? Oh, we've got some questions here.
Yes. Let's see.
Alicia, you're probably better to answer that than me. I use it both internally and topically. So if you had to choose, I don't know, somebody else weigh in on that one.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I could choose either.
I think if you want faster results, you're going to go topically to see more immediate results. But then if you want that long term, then, so this was, sorry, my neck. I had this terrible rash all over my neck, and I'm not going to tell you why it was there. But I could put the Yarrow Palm on topically and relieve the itching, and the redness would go down. And it would be like, my kids would be like, "Ooh, Mom, like your neck's looking better." Like, guys, it was elephant skin. It was awful. And they'd be like, "It's kind of getting better." But if I missed not getting it on 3 or 4 times in the day, it was like I was back to square one. I started doing the Yarrow Palm internally, and after about 2 weeks, it was consistently healing, and now I have a beautiful neck. So I would say you're going to get results quick, but I wasn't really healing from the inside out, right? I wasn't cleansing and doing whatever I needed to do. I don't know. Alicia, what's your thoughts?
Right. Totally different. I'd say try with the oil first. It's so beautiful, that blue color. This is what I do. I think the kids think it's fun. I drip it right on my forehead so it drizzles down, and then I drip it here and I drip it here, and I just blend it all over. Yeah, try the oil first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think those are brilliant thoughts, because you want quick results, right, for the thing, but thinking about long term, definitely inside out is always better, right? I actually had a friend, she was a college roommate of mine who had a skin disease she was born with. They didn't know it until she started getting a little older. It's genetic, and it's fatal. She passed away, Ruby's about 5 years ago, and she's about my age. And it's this disease where her body rejects beta carotene, and so it gets blisters and it gets injured quick and easy and just starts to slough off, and eventually they just die. Well, she told me, because we spent a lot of years together, she told me that part of the problem is that this disease is not only attacking her skin on the outside, but her skin on the inside. And it just blew my mind how much skin we have. And she said, it's all, it lines everything. Some sort of skin lines everything in your body. And so it was eating at all the skin. And so if you think about the fact that your skin is lined outside and inside, you want to approach these things from the inside out for long-term results. So that's a great question to end on, actually. If there's any more, go ahead and put them in the chat. But also, just so you guys know, I just put the link for you to fill out the short questionnaire for this class with the code SKIN in the chat. So make sure you get that in order to get the prize at the end of these classes if you complete them all. So just as a quick reminder, and moving forward, what we're going to do, we've just wrapped up. Alicia did a great job. Thank you so much. I actually learned a ton. I'm kind of like you, Alicia, like I haven't had a huge need for a lot of skin stuff. I don't have a lot of problems there. And I do now as I get older, I do. And I learned so much, and I appreciated all the questions in the chat too. Just some really great ways we can take good care of our skin from the inside out. So thank you. Well done. And so if anybody wants to hop off right now, you're welcome to, or you can stick around for a few more minutes while Elise gives us some information about the business side of doTERRA. So if you have any curiosity or you need to learn more, feel free to stick around for that. So Elise, are you going to PowerPoint? Do you want me to make you host?
I am going to share a smidgy bit. I love to tell stories, but I also am pretty visual. So I will eventually share some things with you. So Chelsea said, the class has been great and we've learned so much. But there is also another piece to what doTERRA offers, and we just wouldn't be doing our job or being your friend if we didn't take the time to just share with you the other part of doTERRA. And I'd like to liken it to building a pipeline. And this is something that some people have heard about. And when I first heard about this, it was totally foreign to me. But it's likened to a village without water. And so this man is kindly going to the water and bringing back buckets of water to his family every single day. And seeing that there's such a great need, he starts hauling more buckets. And soon his entire day is filled with hauling buckets of water. And then he's making a living by selling these buckets of water to the people in the village that also need that source of water. Well, at some point, his time's maxed out. His income's maxed out. He can't punch in any more time, right? Just like a regular job. You're maxed out. You can't hit any more promotions. Boss has capped the salary. You clock in, you clock out, and that's all you can do. Well, someone else comes along and decides to start doing the very same thing. Starts hauling some buckets. But he only spends half of his day hauling those buckets. And then the other half of the day, he starts to dig a pipeline. And it doesn't make him anything for a little while. But after time, when that pipeline reaches the village, there is a residual source of water for that village. And I like to liken that to the customers that we have in our doTERRA community, right? Every time we are able to share just a little tidbit of knowledge about essential oils or one more way to incorporate doTERRA into our lives and less toxins into our lives, we are giving them a residual source of health. Because these oils can stay in our home all the time. We don't have to wait for a prescription. We don't have to wait for someone to tell us we need them. We can have that stock all the time. So we can provide that residual source of health and knowledge and empowerment to anybody that we come in contact with. On the same side of that, we've also created a residual income that's not capped by someone else's vicarious rules, by what the promotions are available or what the pay scale is, or even the hours in the day, right? And sometimes as you go along with your doTERRA journey, you're going to find yourself in a couple of different situations. A lot of people find themselves in a situation where they can't keep their mouth shut. And it's like everywhere you go, you're hearing people talk about the stress and the corona, and I probably am not supposed to have said that. Sorry. The stress and the immune support and the whatever. And it's like, you're like the little kid in second grade going, I have an oil, I have an oil, I have an oil, I have an oil, right? And we want to share that. It's the same as making sure everyone knew Hamilton was on Disney Plus. It's the very same idea. Or Hunger Games had a prequel come out. Did everybody listen to it on Audible? It was really good. Anyway, it's the very same concept. It's sharing what we have with those people that we love and care about. And because they trust us and they know that we care about them, they take time to listen, right? So a lot of people find themselves in that situation. And as that goes on, you sometimes also find yourself in a situation going, wow, Chelsea, Elise, and Alicia, like, they're awesome, but I could so be them. And I could so do it. And you know what? I am here to tell you that you totally can. Because building an oil community, helping people find that residual health with essential oils, and then also building a residual income for yourself is so simple. It's not easy. I'm not going to be a little liar and tell you it's easy, but I am going to tell you it's completely doable. I went from teaching 3 and 4 year olds about the sounds of that letters make with glitter and glue to teaching people about how to use essential oils and reaching an income goal. And then the people on my team went, you did that? I can so freaking do that. And I'm like, okay, I can teach you how to do what I just did. And it's as simple, I'm sorry, let me jump forward here a little bit, as sharing an oil, as recommending a product to a friend, and then either teaching them about it or using your oil community to help you teach them. If I have nothing else to do in the day, if I can help someone, my day feels better, right? I tell people all the time, I'm in the business of helping people help others. And that's what we do. That's why this community is here. That's why Chelsea makes sure that this continuing ed is available every single week, right? So we help you teach them about essential oils, about a new way of life, and we help them get those oils into their home with a Costco account, right? With a wholesale membership, and then that support that we've talked about that's always there. So if you're thinking, dang, I am as human as these gals are, and I love to talk, or maybe you don't love to talk, but you've got friends that you could share with, I want you to think about what a difference in the world you could make with extra income. Whether that is at kind of the lower end, the beginning ranks of $300 to $1,000 a month, or all the way to the very highest earners in doTERRA of over $100,000 a month. My goal initially was $1,000 a month. That's what I was making teaching preschool in my basement in a town of 2,000 people. I had hired one assistant. She taught half a day, 2 days a week, and I taught full day, 3 days a week, because that's what I chose to do. And that was the amount of time I wanted to take away from my kiddos and from my momness, right? And that seemed like not unconquerable. I'm a pretty safe goal maker, but it felt amazing when I got there. And then that's when I was able to go, wow, if I could do 1,000, wonder if I could do 2 or 5, right? So think about the impact that income would not only make on your life, but on the world. What would you be able to do? What kind of an impact would you be able to make as you helped people help themselves, bringing them that residual income? Okay, so we're thinking, I'm busy. Freaking I'm busy. I know it's home, stay home, but I'm still busy. And guess what? Everybody's busy, right? And what is so cool about building a pipeline is you do it on your time. It's completely dictated by how fast you want to build that pipeline, how quickly and how many people you want to impact. So you choose the timeline. 3 to 5 hours a week, you're going to be paying for your product in a couple of months. 10 to 15 hours a week, so 2 to 3 hours a day, within 3 to 6 months, you're supplementing your income, right? You're making the extra car payment, you're paying for a summer vacation, you're paying off the camper, right? And then replacing your income. Now, if you want to fast forward this, give it 40 hours a week, right? But you can honestly, in 15 hours a week, you can eventually replace your income. When my husband and I, when we founded doTERRA, I was clueless. I just wanted to sleep better and I wanted to calm the crazies in my head. That's all there was to it. And I'm not, not certified anything, but I needed to calm the this. And that's exactly, I found that I was at a farmer's market. There was a booth. Natalie Goddard was there. And I just says, I need to calm this. I don't know what to do. And that's how it started. And then I couldn't keep my mouth shut. So then I started talking to people, and then I had to call somebody named Chelsea and say, I don't know how to teach a class. I needed to drive out into the middle of nowhere and help me teach a class. And she was pregnant. So she called her upline, who called her upline, who came out to teach a class so that I could learn how to teach a class. So can you do this? Do you care about other people? Are you willing to learn? Are you passionate about helping people have a better life? Then this could really be for you, right? So just take a minute and think about that. Let it like simmer in your gut for just a sec. Like, could I really make a change in someone's life? And do I trust that I would have the help? Let me tell you, it's there. We've tapped into it numerous times, and each and every one of us in this community are there and available for you. There's a system, there's steps. Like I said, it's not easy, but it's simple. And the steps are there for you to be able to do. I'm gonna have to stop my share really quick, and I'm gonna switch to something else. Like I said before, I am a storyteller and I am a very visual person. You might be thinking, okay, so what does this legit look like? Really, right? I started teaching classes every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock at Grandma Helen's, a little single wide trailer that was made into a bed and breakfast that I rented for $12 a week. And I did that for 6 months. And that is how I built the beginnings of my team. At one time at convention, doTERRA announced that my county had the highest percentage per capita of doTERRA users. And granted, there's only all of 3,000, 2,000 in my town, and then about another 1,000 around on the farms, right? But in our zip code, we were being awesome. And it's just that consistency. But I will tell you, were there days that I sat at Grandma Helen's and nobody showed up? Yep, there were. Were there days when I packed the house and had 30 people there? Yep, I did. And what kept me going was the support that I had in this community and being taught that I needed to decide what my impact was going to be. doTERRA is the journey, but it's not the end ticket. It's not the destination. So that's why I said, think about what that income would do for you. Think about what you would do with it for that impact. This was 3 years into my doTERRA journey. I am at convention. We owned a tire store. And I'll tell you what, guys, the days I didn't wear jeans and a hoodie, tire store clothes, I looked forward to. I was in my convention clothes. I was rocking it. I got a call at the Salt Palace from my husband, and the tire truck had forgotten 2 tires for a very big customer that we had. And we needed to make sure he got those tires. So the way we solved that problem was the tire delivery guy, they had a warehouse right there downtown Salt Lake, a few blocks from the convention center. So I literally walked out onto West Temple, whichever street it was, in front of the Salt Palace, crossed the street. The guy rolled 2 tires off the back of the truck. I wheeled them across the street into the Salt Palace and down to the underground parking so that we could get tires to our guy. I was working on my pipeline while I was hauling buckets, tires literally, to feed our kids, right? 1 year later, I walked Diamond. My husband and I sold the tire store, and we worked together for 6 months to finish off those last pieces of completely replacing our income. Fast forward, this was in 2017, so this was a couple of years ago. I had 2 things on my vision board when I started doTERRA. I had a tire with a dollar sign to sell the tire store, and I had a palm tree. My husband wanted to go back to the Philippines. He had served a mission there for 2 years, and he, with all his heart, wanted to get back there. I had no idea how we were going to get back there. Do you know how much tickets are to go to the Philippines? Freaking kidding me, right? We got there in 2017. We helped rebuild homes after a typhoon. We've done several trips there, and it's because I said yes to deciding it was okay to make an impact in the world. There was a point after I had made that $1,000 a month mark in my business that I was offered a teaching job. I'm a certified teacher, and I knew we were at a crossroads. I either took it and had a guaranteed income and a benefits package and Sundays, summers off, or I kept going with doTERRA. I knew if I took the teaching job, my doTERRA would stall out. And a very dear friend of mine, she's on my front line, said, if doTERRA is all you said it is, you stick with doTERRA, and someday you'll define your summers. I can tell you that Elise Coyle never lived in a town bigger than 2,000 people, except when she went to college and met her hubby. I now make in 2 months what a teacher makes in 1 year. And I don't say that to be prideful. I don't say that to brag. I say that to say, if I can do it, then so can you. And you can make an amazing impact. You can show your kids the impact that they could make. The day I sat at an inner city high school in the Philippines and watched my daughter talk to almost 4,000 girls ages 14 to 16 and tell them to believe in themselves and tell them every morning to stand in front of the mirror and tell them that they were beautiful. That is why I decided to stick with those classes at Grandma Helen's and keep going, because she spoke to more girls that live in our hometown and learned in that moment that she had something to share and she could make an impact. And I fully 1,000,000% believe that every single one of you on this call have something to share with the world and you have an impact to make. So I challenge you to decide what that impact is going to be and to decide how you're going to get there and tap into your community and make sure you have the resources to get there. So that's my spill.
Yum. Elise, your story is awesome. Your passion is awesome. If anybody didn't feel that, oh, I'm sad for you. That was, who thought that was amazing? Woo! Yeah, you're right. You can define your summers. I think that's my favorite. And make a bigger impact than you would have in a different situation, right? So, yeah, beautiful stuff. Thank you for sharing that, and you're sharing your heart, and for being you. I love working with you. You as well, Alicia. Thank you both for sharing all the brilliance this night. And remember to fill out the form for the week. And then also next week, topic, just if anybody remembers, you just tell me next week's topic.
Stress, sleep, and emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, with you, Kayleen. Kayleen will be teaching us about stress, sleep, and emotions, and how to benefit from oils for those. I don't know about y'all, but right now, all those things are majorly impacted in our entire world, right? Does it not feel like the entire world is exploding? I think we all need some serious simmer downs. So I'm excited for next week. So spread the word, bring your friends, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye, everybody.